So this is a hybrid blend of freediving skills with underwater dance type of thing. And this combines breath hold diving, so freediving, but I think the distinction is it's your unique movement background. And so you don't have to have any kind of dance or performance experience to be able to do this. Everyone is a human being kind of moving through the world every day. We have a movement background. And some of my students, I have one that's she did a lot of skydiving, so she integrates her skydiving movements and sequences into her apnea flow sequences. My personal background, I have some gymnastics, I have springboard diving. I'm a lifelong swimmer. I did competitive swimming for a long time, and then of course a free dive instructor trainer. So I have a lot of just free dive movement and experience in the water. And I put those together to create these movement sequences. But you can integrate anything from, dance, yoga, and underwater expression type things. And this focuses on mindfulness, and it's a play-based learning type activity that we also integrate personal expression. So, being able to integrate movement that is expressing like a song or a poem or some kind of feeling. If you wanted to do that, you can also integrate that. And of course, safety. So we follow all of the same safety protocols that you would in a basic freediver class, so that you can do this with release and ease as you go through the water. So a brief history of underwater dance. This is not something that's new. It's just something that I've kind of packaged and made available for people, but we've been freediving, for 8,000 years or so, and different cultures around the world, Japanese ama, Southeast Asian divers, Mediterranean sponge divers, right? We've had this in our collective human history for a really long time. And in modern times, Julie Gautier, she's a French underwater performer. I think her work is personally inspiring for me. And there are some other social media artists that are doing underwater dance, this type of thing. But I packaged it and made it available for people. So today, apnea meets performance in apnea flow. And we're transforming technical breath hold into a visual language in this kind of movement sequence. So in this course, it's a PADI distinctive specialty course, and I'm the only instructor currently. I will offer instructor courses in this upcoming in the spring. There are 2 levels as well. So as we start, we learn in a 10-foot depth so that we can practice in shallow water, practice in a little bit deeper water. It's a lot to combine when you're trying to move with fluidity, but then also manage your depth and manage your buoyancy. So we started with a 10-foot depth for the level 1. I polled a lot of my students and I was like, what do you think? Should we just get in and just do the full depth, or, should we kind of break this up? And they said, definitely, this is a lot. You should break it up. So we did that. So now you can earn 2 separate distinctive specialties. Level 2 is up to 20 feet of depth. And the format for that is we spend some classroom time. I have presentations and knowledge development that we do in the classroom. And then we do an in-water session that's several hours long, where I help you work through these personalized movement sequences. And I give you some special equipment as well. So using a nose clip is an option. You can definitely use a mask, like a freediving mask if you'd like to, but I give everyone a synchro nose clip so that you have really minimal coverage on your face. I think it helps some people with kind of the look and the feel of being underwater. We make customized weight belts as well, so that each person has perfect neutral buoyancy for the depth that we're working in. And that helps people kind of really settle in, and you don't have to fight against floating or sinking or any of these things. You just can be in the depth that you're working in and enjoy the water space. All right, here we go. So we'll unlock your creative potential, right? So you'll be able to express your unique movements underwater, and you turn every dive into a personal artistic piece. And these are personal movements of yours, right? Skydiving, ballet, dance, yoga, any type of sequences, any of those things you can pull into underwater movement sequences. We'll elevate your freediving skills as well. So we'll learn advanced breath hold and dynamic apnea techniques in a safe, supportive setting. Can you still hear me okay?
Yes, you're good. You can continue.
Okay, great. Okay. And we'll have improved mind body awareness and mindfulness. So, personally, I like to use this type of work to just have kind of quiet time and personal time. And I kind of, process my day. I can think about my movements and be in my body in a different way than free diving is normally. So, traditionally we're line diving or we're spearfishing or we're going for some kind of specific goal in free diving, but this type of activity gives you a different way to be in the water and enjoy the water and move in a really personal type of way. Some of my students actually use this type of exercise when they're warming up for line diving or other free diving sessions in the pool or open water. So having this type of relaxation session before you get in can be really beneficial to support the rest of your free diving as well. And confidence and self-expression. So as you are learning and you find this perfect neutral space in the water, it brings a lot of confidence and peace in the water, right? Sometimes, as new freedivers are coming to the sport, there's a little bit of fear of holding their breath and also doing something underwater, like how much time do I have? Am I going to black out? you know, and I think this type of movement gives you that space to feel your body and be more familiar with the underwater environment. So that builds confidence in your creative execution. And you can earn a distinctive specialty certification, right? There's very few distinctive specialties available in free diving. And the diving world, traditionally in scuba diving, we have a lot of specialty options, but we're trying to add to the specialty options that you can have as a free diver so that you can really branch out and learn as much as possible in that space. And this is great for free divers, dancers, yogis, athletes, performers. Any of those facets are applied here. I'll let this video finish before I switch this line. Can everybody see the videos okay? Are they playing? Awesome.
So I mean, I guess while we're waiting for the video to finish, how much success have you had about getting people to do this? Where are you based out of too?
I'm based out of Salt Lake City, Utah, and I've run several courses throughout. I do them about every other month, and I do basic freediver as the prerequisite, and that opens it up to any of my freedivers. But then also it offers a really accessible entry point to this type of thing, and students are super successful. I have a student testimonial in here as well, and because of the format, you only have to have basic free diver, but in a shallow pool in 10 feet, we have everyone is able to access that depth and that space, and so it's super successful so far. Ideal candidates. So anyone who has basic freediving skills, any agency with a basic freediver certification, this course is accessible to you. And I want you to be comfortable swimming 200 meters or so, right? These are the kind of general prerequisites for a freediver course. And also these prerequisites kind of indicate to me your comfort level in the water. So we definitely want to be comfortable and be able to settle in. And anyone with an interest in merging underwater artistry with athleticism underwater, that's an ideal student profile. And if you have a passion for breath work, movement, yoga, dance, or performance, any of those things, you're going to be successful in this. Course structure. So as I mentioned, I'm in Utah, but I do travel with this type of thing. So I've traveled to execute this workshop as well. And so we'll have a little classroom session. We can do that poolside. We can do that in a classroom just like this. And then we'll have a pool session that's a few hours. We do kind of, we break that up into two separate sessions as well so that we have goals for each one. And then we're working towards each student's individual goal in their own movement sequences. And then we have these two levels. Level 1 is 10 feet and level 2 is 20 feet. And we have a small group size. I don't ever work with large amounts of people. It's really difficult to create unique, personalized movement sequences when you have a really large group. So I work with, 4 or less. in each group setting so that everybody gets personalized attention.
What age groups?
And age groups, so 12 and up.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm. So that's a lot of people. Any other questions as I go along? Just kind of chime in and let me know. So in these workshops, we'll walk away with Apnea Flow certified artist, level 1 or level 2, and you'll have a new dynamic apnea and underwater movement skill set that you can use to help in relaxation sequences or dive preparation or just personal work. Right? You can just have this as a personal kind of practice that you can enjoy. And you have greater body awareness and artistic confidence underwater, and a deeper connection to your mind-body performance as a freediver. This helps with your breath control, aquatic flow, movements, and just general comfort in the water. This is one of my students. She integrated several of her her skydiving sequences. And so she hadn't taken Freediver at all. She took Freediver just so she could take Apnea Flow. And this is just a short sequence of hers, but the skydiving world is super different. They have all of these different poses because they have to kind of work against the downward gravity and the airflow, and so they move their bodies in different ways that were just new to me. And it's very similar to in the water with this resistance. As you're moving up or down in the water, you have a similar type of resistance as you do in skydiving. So she was able to kind of work those sequences in, and I thought that was a really unique way to put something underwater that normally isn't. It was great. And so now this is a unique specialty, and I launched it in March. I was writing one of my other distinctive specialties, and so this one came out in March, and it's an excellent complement to your Freediver certification, but definitely you only need basic Freediver to start this course. And after you finished, if you finish level 1 and level 2, you can take this to an open water type environment. So basic freediver is a confined water environment. And so the course is entirely written just to assume that people are working in a pool or confined water type space. But if you had a full freediver certification, you could take this out into open water. Or for example, I've done it in cenotes or the ocean, and apply your open water freediver skills with this type of movement. And I think it works really well. So if you're interested at all, you would contact me to schedule any classroom or workshops, any of those things. And this is a rare opportunity. I mean, the only other course that I'm aware of that is offered in this way, there's an SSI kind of underwater dance course that you could take. That's not as available in the United States. And then there's a couple courses in Europe, but we don't have a lot of availability other than this type of workshop. So it's a unique opportunity. You will learn how to build movement sequences, confidence, and creativity in a safe, mindful environment with perfect buoyancy, which is also amazing. And deepen your awareness of breath and movement in the silence beneath the surface and in a new, unique format. And I have a QR code. This takes you directly to the specialty course page on my website. And I think each of those images on my website also links to a video. So you can see different movement sequence samples and kind of, what I've done with it, but also you can imagine how you can apply this as well.